Hey, what is up, Mortgage Coach community and Trust Engine community? If you are watching this on Facebook right now, feel free to ask some questions. And if you're watching this in the YouTube channel, we would love to know what you think and love for any questions to happen. So I am interviewing Kelly Zitlow, top producing leader. She is not only doing a lot of production in Scottsdale, Arizona, but also Kelly, how would you describe your leadership role at Cornerstone? Because you're still running a team in a branch, but you're also helping a lot of other loan officers be successful. How would you position that?
Yeah, it's funny. Somebody asked me that. What do you do? And I'm like, whatever needs to be done. I think that's really the simple answer. So, my hat currently, touches a lot of different areas, and it's fun. And it's fun because it's not just in the box. So, as part of a sales leader, obviously, I know mortgage origination. I love it. I live it. And what excites me today is helping to take our loan officers and really the entire industry on the journey of how to elevate and evolve and be forward thinking and not resting on our laurels. We're coming off of two historic years with regard to production and volume from 20 to 21, and then we go into this cycle that was crazy from a mindset standpoint and really has taken a lot of people out. So everything from, marketing support, personal branding support, mortgage coach support, scripting, objections, all the things. I kind of dabble in all of it.
Yeah. So, well, you're doing a great job. I really enjoyed the training we did for your Cornerstone group yesterday. So, thanks
Uh,
for. And by the way, that's what great leaders do. They first of all they lead by example, which Kelly is very cognizant of leading by example, and then she's putting on training events for the people that she leads and for the team. Helping them with new ideas. So today we're gonna talk about how is she helping realtors. I should put at scale with both Mortgage Coach and YouTube. There is a very specific market strategy that we're gonna focus on. And well, Kelly, why don't you just describe it? Because you created this video on YouTube. I want to know who was the audience, what was the why, and then we'll talk about what you did.
yeah. Well, first, I think let's go back in time because it's important to understand the YouTube journey. I've been in YouTube for a while. It's my platform of choice, and reasons for that are that it is evergreen content. So I can shoot a video today and it can be there for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. And what's interesting about much of what we do, Dave, is that a lot of this content doesn't change. For example, FHA down payments. I mean, you shoot a video on that once. FHA is a hot topic. People search FHA. When people want to learn something, they're going to YouTube. That's kind of the encyclopedia of 2024. Learning is done on YouTube. It's not done necessarily on Instagram or Facebook. So for me, building out that content library has been part of my journey and my focus. So for the last, goodness, now 10 years, 11 years, I guess, I have done a video a week, every single week, all on YouTube, and it's directed towards the real estate community and the lending community. So my Kelly on YouTube channel, that's the audience, and that's what I'm speaking to. And it could be anything. It could be a strategy. It could be specifically what I did with this NAR settlement, and I'll get into that in a second. But the key here is that it is every week, 50 weeks out of the year now for, over 10 years. The consistency is important when it comes to YouTube and the algorithms and just building that personal brand, which I'm very passionate about. I also have another YouTube channel. It's called Mortgage How Do I? And that one is consumer facing. So the audience is different and really the messaging is much different on that channel. But on this channel, so because I am a content creator and my passion truly is breaking down barriers and helping business partners and loan officers in the industry elevate and kind of answer questions and be better thought leaders and partners with each other, I'm always looking for great content or great ideas to be able to build content around. And with the NAR settlement, I mean, this is just gold. And even though, it's like, oh, that's done and over, it's not, because it's just still one of these conversations that loan officers can bring value to our referral partners in the real estate industry. And what I did was I watched your interview with Tom Ferry. I watched it twice. I took notes. I printed out the transcript on YouTube that you did. I went back and I was like, gosh, And then for me, there's certain things that stand out. That's where I came up with the content to create my own NAR settlement, how buyer agents can get paid strategy. It's a video. And in that, I leveraged Mortgage Coach to be able to show side by side and help real estate agents have better conversations, because they've never had these conversations really. I mean, buyers agents for the most part haven't had this type of dialogue. So let's help them not only have better conversations, but then have a cheat sheet, a worksheet of if not then this, right? If the seller's not going to contribute towards the buyer's agent compensation, then here's another option. And if this option doesn't work, here's another option. Really, at the end of the day, is to partner with the real estate community so they know that we're in this with them and that we can help them through some of what they're going through. And that's really, that was it. I mean, it's nothing, sexy or, phenomenal. It was a thought. I saw a need. I built a mortgage coach around it, and I just told the story.
So first of all, I want to break down this particular strategy. I'm going to pull up the video in a minute, and I'm going to give you my breakdown on it, what I loved about it, and then I want to hear Kelly's, thoughts on that. And then I want everybody, as we do this, like, this is just one speed to need. Like, there was a need in the market. Realtors had a need. Buyers have a need. Kelly, the way she goes about doing pre-approvals, the way she goes about educating realtors, she took something that she does on a day-to-day basis, and then she said, "Hey, let's create." And it's a 7-minute video, so let me pull it up. And remember, Kelly, right? The audience, while home buyers can look at this, investors can look at this, you really made this for realtors, right? Like that is the core audience.
Yes. Yep.
So first of all, she was pretty thoughtful, like NAR settlement, like she has just raised her SEO in Scottsdale, Arizona for anyone that's NAR settlement. If, she was pretty thoughtful about buyer agent commission strategies. Like, agents want to know about commission strategies. So this was a great headline for your agents. It was great SEO. She framed it like, if you watch this video, and I guys will put a link down below, can't emphasize enough, it's 7 minutes and 37 seconds, so it's half of a TED Talk. It's pretty consumable. No, it's not a TikTok, 30-second or 15-second video, but she frames it, and so you can see it a minute into it. She's framing the idea. Then, and again, I love the way she used Mortgage Coach to teach and illustrate a lesson that she was giving. So, I mean, it's a full lesson. She goes through that. You'll notice that she actually shows it a couple times. So think of, how did she use Mortgage Coach? She used Mortgage Coach as a teaching tool. Like, for anybody that remembers what it was like to go to college, what it was like to go to high school, sometimes the teacher's lecturing, sometimes the teacher, well, nowadays they have pretty slick devices. They're showing something on the board. She's using it as a teaching tool to teach a concept. I loved her close. Not enough do I see mortgage professionals. Usually it's like, "Oh, and if you like this, call me if you want more information." Like, she had a really nice, like, "And if you'd like me to do one of these for your clients," like, it was a very good call to action. You'll notice down below, just really common sense information, great call to actions. The way she uses emojis, super smart. The way she's driving to all of her other social media platforms, perfect. And then, of course, there's a link to a mortgage coach experience. So Kelly, what do you want to call out? Like, those are things I called out. Anything you want to add to that, or anything you want to double tap?
I think one thing I really want to stress here is, don't underestimate the power of using Mortgage Coach. I think that one Mortgage Coach maybe took me 10 minutes. Let's just call it 15 max. One 10 to 15-minute investment of my time. As of this afternoon, we've had over 360 clicks on this TCA alone. And
Wow.
that came from another 10 minutes of my time to create the video. So it's all about also leveraging my time and being as impactful as I can in that time. So don't underestimate the fact that the cool thing about Mortgage Coach is we can use it, and we use it every single day to tell stories. We're usually telling those stories to consumers right now the real estate community needs us. So you use it to tell the story and help them get their arms around options that buyers have to finance the buyer's agent commission if the seller is not contributing.
Love that. Yeah, I also want to call out, while Kelly has been doing this, every week, 50 weeks out of the year for 10 years, she has a team. She has someone that's helping her with her camera. Guys, you couldn't do exactly what Kelly's doing with your iPhone, and the intention she has, but I don't want this to get in anybody's way. Like, anybody could use your iPhone, could put it on your desk. You could have done this whole thing in Zoom. You could have literally opened up
Yes.
Zoom, hit record,
Yes.
talked, pulled up a mortgage coach. You didn't even need to do editing. So anybody and everybody could have created this video in Zoom, just with the regular features of Zoom. Kelly, obviously, she's got an editor. She's got great lighting. She's got a great camera. But I
But you
don't
know what,
want,
Dave? Can I tell you the truth? I
yeah.
don't shoot with a camera. I shoot with my iPhone.
Oh, so that was shot with your
That was
iPhone?
iPhone. That was iPhone. This
Oh, I
is
love
my
that.
office. This is my bookcase. See, it's real. It's not a green screen. I've got a tripod. The iPhone goes on it straight in front of me. I've got lights right in front of me right now, and it's just go.
Are you
Boom.
using a special microphone or the
Yeah.
iPhone mic?
Yep. Got a little microphone. You can see it in the photos. I just pop it in right here. I mean, it has to be low key, easy for me to implement. The bigger production it is, yes, that's exactly what it is,
Well,
right?
so by the way, I try to make all the content I do with an iPhone.
Uh-huh.
I've got a tripod that was
Yep.
turned on to me by Sean Herrero
Yeah.
that, you know, can be a little hand and then it can stand up. And so I do push. I didn't know, Kelly, that you were truly doing it with an iPhone. But I don't go out and buy more gear.
No,
Maybe you want to buy some cool microphones like
microphones
that
are
you plug
cheap.
into it. Like, I have some that cost $300.
Yeah.
But the $100 ones are great, and it's
Yeah.
worth it, where you just get by the way, I'll put a few links to the $100 version and the $300 version down
Yeah.
below. And I'll also put a link to the tripod. So
Yeah.
simple tripod,
Simple.
iPhone, $100 to $300 mic, you're good to go.
Dave,
All
on the mic thing, I recently just invested and got the $300 mics, the cordless one, the fancy one. But up until then, everything that you see on YouTube was done with a microphone that had a cord on it. I would put it in my shirt. And it would go across my desk and it would plug into my Apple phone on the tripod. I mean, this is not sophisticated stuff. It's not. And don't let the kind of the heaviness of, I don't have the right equipment and it's just streamline it.
So by the way, in full confession, I've never used these, but I got these new what are they? DOJ? DGAIs?
That's what I just bought.
Yeah. So
Those are my new fancy ones now.
Yeah, I asked a few of my, top podcasts, okay, what is the best simple mic? And I've
They're
been told
great.
these are the best.
They
But
are.
but guys, for $100, and by the way, the iPhone, like, if anybody that watches me on LinkedIn and you see every Friday I do a message to producing managers, that is just the iPhone. Sometimes
Yep.
I'm holding it against a wall. Sometimes, if you see it in my office, it's just me and the iPhone. There's no mic. So I want to really push people. Tell stories about how you solve problems. Uh, this is the Mortgage Coach channel, so we would love to have you using Mortgage Coach as an educational tool. Make sure you watch the close on this, because, like I said, I've seen too many people do a really good educational experience. And it's like, give me a call if I can help. Like, if you just gave a great educational experience, you showed Mortgage Coach, hey, like, let's say you did one for, how we can help create urgency and confidence for first-time home buyers, and you used our rep versus own to tell that story. Make sure you tell the realtor. And if you want me to help one of your first-time home buyers get a report like this and have this type of clarity and confidence around how they can build network with real estate, give me a call. I would love to create something just like this for your buyers. Like, make sure you don't just say, hey, call me if you have a question. Anything else, Kelly? Because I want to get into results, like, hey, all the results you got. But anything else that you think we need to call about what you did? Like, we know why you did it. We know what you did. Anything else?
No, I would just, as a reminder, realize that Mortgage Coach, the tool is there. It's been there for me for over 15 years. How you leverage it can change based on the market needs. So today I just shot, so stay tuned, it'll be on my Mortgage How Do I channel, but I just shot how to buy an investment property using an FHA loan. So I know Jack Savage bought a duplex and is renting out I mean, it's just like, this is stuff that we hear and know and work in every day. And I'm like, gosh, I got to share this. So I just shot that. It'll be out here in a couple weeks. And
Is there a
don't
mortgage coach
underestimate
TCA part of
the
it?
power. What was that?
Will there be a mortgage coach sighting?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I didn't know how
So,
to do the Mortgage Coach. So I reached out to the Mortgage Coach team. Spencer was fantastic. I'm like, how do I show rental income? And, it was new. It's not something I could get my mind around. Mortgage Coach team was fantastic. He helped me. I shot it. Mortgage Coach TCA will be in it and it'll be out in a couple weeks. I mean,
so
we're
stay
doing
tuned on
this
that,
every single
guys.
day. So yeah, don't underestimate the power of the tool.
All right, let's do a quick, just all the results. You had mentioned that 300 and some odd people have viewed the mortgage coach experience. Give us a break of whatever. And I just want to know what you measure and what you pay attention to as a creator.
Yeah, we measure a lot. So first, I mean, the blast went out to a little over 7,400 people. That's kind of my weekly email
Realtors,
list.
7,400 realtors.
It's 7,400 people. I would say out of that, probably 300 are loan officers and the rest are real estate agents.
Oh,
Yep.
wow, cool.
It had an open rate of over 50%. So if you know anything about kind of analytics, that's just phenomenal, which means that people need and want to hear what you have to say, guys. And this is where the opportunity is. Build a mortgage coach, call 5 brokers and ask them if you can come in and help navigate the conversations that their agents are likely struggling with and bring solutions on how they can get paid. That's it. That's the call to action. We had a click-through rate of 4%. We've had as I mentioned, we've had over 350 clicks on this one TCA alone. And again, that TCA took me 10 minutes. So it's a one and done. It's a strategy in my strategy templates, and I can just recycle it as I go into real estate offices. I'm also helping and leveraging it with our loan officers here at Cornerstone and all of our ABAs and letting them replicate it. In fact, Mortgage Coach was helpful. They took my TCA, was able to drop it into every single one of our loan officers' own Mortgage Coach accounts. So now they can go in, swipe and adapt, put it in their own brand and reuse the tool. There's no secrets, Dave, in our business. So the more we can push this stuff out there, the better we are as a community.
So wait, I want to pause on that for anyone that's listening to this and you are a producing manager. So always be thinking about the content like this. And you can tell that Kelly is like, I'm trying to get more referrals from realtors that I serve. I'm trying to win and recruit realtors, like recruit, train, and retain realtors. And then now in her leadership role, she's probably trying to recruit loan officers, train, and retain. And so that same thing that she used to recruit, train, and retain realtors, she's able to recruit, train, and retain other loan officers. Like if you're a producing manager of any sort, like this is gold. I hope you're like getting the memo that there's a lot of leverage in Mortgage Coach, in YouTube, and the combination of these things together. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. YouTube videos received over about 1,070 views. I think we had 28 views in the last 48 hours and 70 hours of video watch time, which again for YouTube is driving the algorithm. And we had, about 20 new subscribers on the channel. So, it maybe doesn't sound like a lot, but these are great stats and it just gives me excitement and helps to fuel the passion of just putting quality content out there that people want to hear.
Guys, 20 subscribers, like those are not just anybody, those are people that, they're paying attention, they're tuning into you and it's adding huge value. And I see that your subscribers are up to 33,330 something. So congratulations, that every single person that's a subscriber, when Kelly posts a new video, they're getting an alert, like that. So she's got a community, she has a channel, she has distribution and attention. And how long would you say your typical video that you're creating takes you from ideation to execution? Like what kind of time commitment are we talking about?
Of the video itself?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
For
yeah.
you.
I mean, I can, today I shot 4 videos, 4 different content pieces. I schedule it in my calendar 1 day a week. I have an hour on my calendar and I'll just shoot it. We do prep. So we're tracking, what do people need to hear? What's trending? We go back to the basics. FHA is a big topic. If you are a loan officer passionate about FHA, consumers search that topic all the time. So on our Mortgage How Do I channel, you'll see those are some of our best performing videos. And I think the one thing I hear often about from loan officers and real estate agents, I don't know what to say, is loan officers say and answer the questions that you're asked every day. That's a great place to start. So why FHA? Well, tell us why FHA. So hopefully that kind of gives you some insight.
All right. We'll put your questions down below. Kelly is a regular on this channel. Kelly, as we go into wrap up mode, is there anything that you would have done differently? Like sometimes, you make a video and you're like, oh, next time we should have done this. Or if I had to do over, but I'm not going to do it over, I would do this. And then any closing thoughts for folks, any advice to mortgage advisors that you have?
Yeah. I had to stop overthinking it, Dave, years ago. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a channel and I wouldn't have any content out there. I was my own worst critic, and it was a struggle for me early on. So I would say if you are passionate about sharing information and bringing quality information to your community, step through the door, start doing video. If you can't commit to YouTube, which again, I believe is the right platform, but if you just can't get your arms around it, start somewhere. Mortgage Coach gives you the option to do it and baby step into video. You can do it right inside of the TCA itself, and you can start to tell the story and get your cadence down. And then level up, go to that next level of whether it's Facebook or Instagram. I like YouTube. YouTube is the play because it now becomes your own personal brand video library that is evergreen. And once you shoot it, that 10 minutes can be there as long as you leave that video up.
Yeah, no, I love it. I would love to see more mortgage professionals doing this. There is a Kelly Zitlow YouTube channel in the Mortgage Coach or playlist, Kelly Zitlow playlist. Check that out if you want to see more videos from Kelly. Kelly, if people want to follow you, this audience is mortgage, some realtors. What are the best? Obviously, YouTube. But and by the way, list them in order of where you think you're the most valuable to mortgage and real estate professionals. YouTube, second, third, anything else?
Yeah. YouTube, 100%. And then,
And what else?
we'll recycle into Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, but really everything stems from YouTube.
Okay, so that is the mothership.
That is the mothership.
Follow, subscribe, learn, lean in to Kelly Zitlow. So Kelly, I really appreciate you being so transparent. I always appreciate your leadership. You do a great job of just showing the way for what I'd call the modern mortgage advisor. So appreciate you.
Thank you, Dave. Thanks for having me today.
All right. And anyone who got value from this, if you have not already liked our YouTube channel, like our YouTube channel. Well, not like it, subscribe to it. Subscribe to Kelly's if you don't already subscribe to it. Share this with your mortgage friends. And then remember, at savageinsights.com, I'm updating that daily with like, what's the next show? I don't know when this is going to get posted, but today, I think everybody in mortgage knows, and my feed is full. The Fed, lowered the discount or lowered basis points by 50 basis points, which was factored into the market. But this Friday for our mastermind, I'm going to be having Dan Rawich do a 30-minute market update in forecast. Like, Dan, where do you think we'll be by the end of the year? So, and in the second half of that, I'm going to have Ryan Kiefer, who is a producing manager, share like, okay, Ryan, how are you taking this change? What are you telling the loan officers that you lead? And again, he's a producer. He's a top producer. What is he doing as a producer? What is he doing as a leader? This Friday at 9 o'clock. Check it out.
I love it.
All right. Take care, Kelly. Appreciate you.
You bet. Bye-bye.